3 o'clock when the pitches were supposed to be done. And so that's what is going to be happening on stage in the next few seconds. Is that clear? That way, we get into the breakout sessions at 4 p.m. as intended, and we can finish our program at 5 so that all y'all can go and dress up, look pretty for the gala. Does that sound like a plan? Good. So I hope there's no more confusion about the program. Are we clear? Good. So you're looking at page 10 of the program, and you're looking at it as Tanzanian time. You don't have to worry about Burundi and Rwanda time anymore. And I understand you're going to be having a new moderator. Rehema. Yes, he's going to be a new moderator, so I'm introducing her when she comes to the floor. Don't assume that she's taking over power from someone who is absent. She is not a dictator.
Indeed, I'm not. Yes. Oh, sorry. Sawa. Good afternoon. Did you enjoy your lunch? Because I did. Okay, well. This is one of the moments that we have been waiting for. Well, I have been waiting for. Because it's about the change makers, and what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks now. I hope you've done your purpose, yeah? To feel confident and empowered, Yeah, so I can assure you that this particular session is going to be fun, short, very short, that you're going to wish that it lasted longer. But also, it's going to be very interesting and intense, but no pressure. Pressure, but no pressure. There is no pressure. They're ready, so they're saying there is no pressure. Okay, so without further ado, in this particular session, we're only going to have 3 things. One is that we're going to have an opening remark from Digital Opportunity Trust representative, and then we are going to start our pitching, and then after that, our beloved judges are going to give their feedbacks and comments. So let me invite. You see, I've even forgotten your name. So there is pressure. I agree with the person who said there is pressure. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, that's why she was struggling. My name is Ndimbumi Msongole. You can all call me Mbumi. I am the Communications and Partnerships Manager for DOT Tanzania. At DOT Tanzania, we look at youth as catalysts of change, and we empower them to go back to their societies after they've done all the kinds of studies they've done, and go back and solve some of the challenges that I've seen in their own communities. Now, the program that you're going to hear pitches from today is called Dare to Change Tanzania. It was started about 3 years ago, and in this program, we basically take young people from all over Tanzania, and we tell them to look at the problems in your community and devise a solution. Think of an idea. How can you solve that problem that is haunting your community? These young men and women that you see here in front of you from both Tanzania and Uganda have done that exact same thing, and today they are here to share their ideas. So from here, Rehema, you take over. But before Rehema comes in, the trainer for Dare to Change Tanzania is here as well, and he has a few words to say.
Good afternoon. How is everyone doing? How was the lunch? Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. So as you might have heard from the previous speakers and people who have introduced this program, we are here today to actually, it's the day we have been looking forward to. So, with all kinds of emotions. So these guys might be there to actually surprise you in a way. I would like to just read this short welcoming note for these guys and for you guys as well. So I'm Tadei Mkanzabi from Tanzania, and I work as a business and training lead for Tanzania. I've been spending the last, I think it's over a month now with these guys, with our social innovators, trying to, help them bring their ideas into life. And today is when they're going to be telling you about how they are going to bring their ideas into life. So, for us, it has been a journey that started many months ago, a journey fueled by our belief that East Africa, Africa and the world at large will be developed by young change makers. A journey that has allowed us to hear inspiring ideas from over 400 young change makers across East Africa who applied. A journey to train the selected social entrepreneurs through a virtual and in-person bootcamp over the last week with several partners. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to join our journey and hear pitches from 12 of these entrepreneurs. We invite you to support them, and also, as they have dared to change their community, we invite you to dare to do the same. The partners that were with us during this bootcamp is Ndoto Hub and Shule Direct. So, so I will now. Oh, and Ubuntu. How can I forget Ubuntu? So yeah, Ubuntu Hub, Ndoto Hub, and Shule Direct. Ndoto Hub and Shule Direct, the same thing. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys, and I now would like to give it back to Rehema to take over the program. Thank you.
Well, I'm not going to be speaking, so it's not about me. But anyways, as I promised, it's going to be short, fun, and intense, and that is exactly what I'm going to give you. So, to our innovators, you only have 3 minutes to pitch your idea and solution, and then the judge will have 2 minutes to give back feedbacks and comments from what you've pitched. Okay, then ladies and gents, please help me to welcome our first presenter, Yohani.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Yohani Emmanuel Gongwai. I'm a co-founder of Jembe Digital. Jembe Digital is a digital platform that connects small farmers with the marketplace here in Tanzania. The agricultural sector in Tanzania is the backbone of the economy of our country. And it contributes around 30% in the GDP. But ladies and gentlemen, the small-scale farmers in Tanzania are struggling to get markets. Only 2% of small-scale farmers in Tanzania are getting access to formal market. Then 98% have no access to formal markets, according to FAO. Then, ladies and gentlemen, due to this, farmers in Tanzania, I'm talking about small-scale farmers, are using a lot of time looking for markets. And then, as a result, some of them are living in poor standard of life. Then, Jembe Digital thinks there is the solution to help small-scale farmers in Tanzania, who are around 19 million people around all regions in this country. Then Jembe Digital present to you Jembe app, Jembe forum, and Jembe website. These digital platforms will help you, small-scale farmers in Tanzania to know where is the market, what price, and what is the quality of the goods needed in the market. So, ladies and gentlemen, this will help small farmers in Tanzania to save the time looking for the market, and then they will improve their income, and their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, this idea is going to work differently by using bulk SMS to small-scale farmers in Tanzania through our application and our forum. In our forum, what is really happening will be people or small-scale farmers in Tanzania are trying to discuss their challenges and the other issues. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking to these 19 million small-scale farmers in the country, but we can't afford meeting them at this time. So our focus is around 5,000 small-scale farmers in Tanzania, distributors, and stockists. So we'll connect these important people, these scale farmers, small-scale farmers, then the stockists, distributors, and then the marketplace. So then we are looking to use the following kind of revenue. We intend small-scale farmers in Tanzania to pay only 1,000 Tanzanian shillings per month, which is affordable for all of them. Then per year, someone will pay around 12,000 Tanzanian shillings. So that is the idea, because we believe these poor small-scale farmers are going to...
I'm sorry. I would like to apologize. Msije mkamkata Max kwa sababu ya my mistake. So I'll give you, the judge, a few seconds to introduce yourself. I forgot to do that. So I agree again, pressure. So yeah, let's begin.
Hello, great. My name is Kevin Edward. I'm a social innovator. I work on education and technology, and I've been in the entrepreneurship space for the last 7-8 years, and that's me.
Hello, everybody. My name is Khalil Mboy, and I work at the intersection of youth development, social innovation, and job creation under Unleashed Africa Social Ventures, which is a company that I run. Part of what we do is also help young social entrepreneurs really build brands that will transform Africa. Happy to be here.
Hi, everyone. My name is Catherine Rose Barreto. I work in the innovation, gender, and human capital space. And I've been working in this space for about 10 years now across Eastern and Southern Africa.
Okay. Yes, you can go ahead.
So, Johannes, I love your idea. And I like that you're thinking beyond cities like Arusha, Dar es Salaam. So I really like that you've widened your scope into a sector that is really in need of enhancement and help. I'd just like to ask that when you go forward with your idea, that you think about how do you differentiate yourself from all the other big players that are in the market, because there are some applications already, I'm sure you've done that, looked at that are already running for several years and have partnered with private companies and telecoms. So when you're thinking about your next step now, think about how you differentiate, how you make yourself different, what's unique about you that you can offer to bring that 19 million onto your platform.
Thank you.
Great, thanks. I think it's a much needed solution. The question that I have is, you're focused so much on the farmers, and you're providing markets for them. And so my question is, how are you going to find these markets for the farmers? What would be the motivation for the buyers to come to your platform?
As I said before, in our application, we'll have the small-scale farmers partition, and then the stockists, and then the distributors, and then the people in the market. So the idea is to register them, and then we will put information about the farmer, type of crop, where is the location, and the expectation, maybe amount of those goods, and the price of the farmer. Then we look to those who are buying those services, and then they will negotiate. That's the idea.
Just very quickly. So one of the things that I just want to point out is, one, like they said, incredible. It's a big problem. It needs a big solution. Most of the farmers that we have can actually live in rural areas and cannot go into a website, cannot go into a digital forum, and can definitely not afford an app, nor can they run it, because now digital literacy is a big issue across the continent. So I think one of the things that we need to think about is how to reach that particular target audience and to really understand the profile of your beneficiary.
Okay, thank you. I will use back SMS I think a back SMS will be available with these normal phones. This is the idea.
Okay, so there's
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, your time is up. Okay, Nangidare, take the stage.
Hello. My name is Nangedare Lengai, and I'm a founder of Maasai Eungan Traditional Tourism. In front of you, in Tanzania, 2 out of 5 girls are married before the age of 18. At the same time, according to Human Rights Watch report, 800 girls drop out of school each year due to early marriages. So, Eungan is going to impact these young women, especially from Maasai society, who drop out of school due to early marriages, by providing them an opportunity to work in tourism industry. So, Eungan will going to open or establish a traditional tourism center whereby tourists will come to experience Maasai culture, but at the same time, these young women will get employment, opportunities, and help to raise their self-esteem through interactions and connections. So our market in Eungan traditional tourism will depend both from external and internal tourists who will visit our traditional tourism center. At the same time, they will pay for their visit, and they will pay by watching our exhibitions or by accommodation. So we will offer 2 packages in our center, accommodation and exhibition. At the same time, we're expecting, if we will win today, we're going to use that money to establish our traditional tourism center for the beginning. That we will use 2 million, and we are going to register our company, and the remaining money will be used for training and follow-up, because most of our beneficiaries are not aware of how can they communicate with tourists, so they will need some trainings. And in front of you, I'm the founder of Eungan Maasai Traditional Tourism, and I'm looking forward to work with other 2 partners, Mary Lazaro, who will be the marketing officer, and Erasto, who will be the financial manager. You are welcome to participate, and you are welcome for support and interactions. Thank you.
So I love your idea. I love that you're thinking about empowering and educating young people. I think you're on the right track. I think when you build your idea further, think about not just empowering them and educating them to work with you, but how can you build that human capital for the businesses around you as well.
Thank you.
But it's a fantastic idea.
Thank you.
Great. I think what you're doing is really important and needs to be done. So far, like she said, you are on the right track. The thing that I would ask is the economic aspect of it makes sense, but what I'm wondering is the social aspect of it. and whether there would be any barriers to that. So the question would be, why hasn't anyone else done this up to this point?
Okay, I will answer.
Do you want to answer him first?
Yes. First of all, in my village, a lot of people are doing this work, but it is not formally. That the tourist is coming, we are going to a certain house, they will give them maybe sugar, and then they will learn and they will leave. So I want to make it very formal for the benefits of tourists to understand Maasai culture, but at the same time, those women will get benefit from what they are doing.
Sijui mundani kumejaa Wamasai because okay, so I love the idea. I feel like the social cause really stands out. My comment is your business model. So I feel that it's an incredible idea that can be, if built well, can be adapted across different spaces, because this kind of cultural setting is not just in Tanzania. There are quite a few different areas that could use the same solution if the business model is built well. Because at first people might feel that, oh yes, it's a nice thing, but the question is, will people pay? And how do we make it sustainable? So once the 5 million shillings ikisha, should you get it, and then what, right? So we have to look at how can we build a model that can really sustain this business to not just remain like a small thing that people do, but it can actually be a big brand that can quite sustain different communities as it adapts to different regions. That's my comment, because the business model is, I feel, is something that could still be worked out on.
Time, unfortunately. Guys, please, when they are presenting, do not cheer. Just cheer when they are done. Tonga, you're next.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tonga Jubilet Mushi, and I am the founder of Zito Farming Solutions. So I'm a small-scale rice farmer myself. So in 2018, I was in my village in Mombo, Korogwe, and then I decided to start farming rice. And in that season, we could not afford the fertilizer price because it was too high. One day job was done for 3 days by 3 people, and the half of our harvest was washed out by the rainwater. So, and the remaining harvest could not sustain us for the next season. And this was not the problem only in my village. It's on the whole Tanga region, which composes of 67% of people who are farmers. That is according to FAO 2012. So I said, okay, this is a problem that I need to address. So that is when Zito Farming Solution was originated. In Zito Farming Solution, we will open a fertilizer manufacturing company and employ the women in my village to work in this area so as to take the burden off their shoulders, since they are the hard-working force in this village due to cultural reasons. And then we will ensure constant supply of that affordable price fertilizer to every small-scale farmer initially in Tanga, then gradually worldwide. Apart from that, we will also purchase farming machinery, of which we will rent to these farmers in affordable price so as to save the time that I experienced. It was a waste of time. Also, I will mobilize the fund that we will use to construct irrigation system to control the water supply during the high season rain and low season rain. Composing all of this, it will help the farmer to save time and produce surplus and nutritious output for daily consumption and sale. Also, the employment of women in our organization will help them have an extra source of income. Hence, it will graduate their living standard. We will also preserve the soil due to the use of friendly fertilizer that is organic that we will produce. My main source of income in our organization, it will be from the sales of fertilizer, also the lease from the rent of the machinery to the farmers, which is an affordable price, as well as the yearly subscription for the use of the irrigations. So for us to operate, we need funds to start up a small manufacturing factory, as well as to register and license our own company, and also to buy farming machinery that we will use to rent it to the farmers. We need support from the government in the agricultural sector, as well as all the organizations that deal with gender empowerment, food, as well as environmental conservation. When food is in surplus, it is fun and game, but when it's in scarce, it's a test of humanity, and that is what we experience in that area. So, I welcome all of you guys. Don't just eat green, eat healthy green.
Right on time.
Thank you for that presentation. What's your plan if you don't win?
I'm already a winner for this idea, for my people. So, but if I don't get this 5 million,
Yeah.
I will still work out to look for funds through WHO and all the other organizations through DOT and partners. That is why I believe they believe in me.
Great. My follow-up would be, have you tried to talk to these organizations before?
DOT?
The WHOs, the ones you mentioned.
Not really.
Okay.
It's my plan.
Great.
Thank you.
That's it from us.
Wow.
And no further question. Doreen. So as we are waiting for Doreen to set up, kindly remember, while they are pitching, do not interrupt.
Good afternoon. My name is Doreen Michael, and I'm the founder of Clarity, where we believe we can make you stress-free by a single click. So, back when I was 16, I was actually diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and it was really confusing to me, and I had a lot of stress. So I started researching around these issues, and I came to realize 86.5% of people with stress don't have actually a place to express their emotions and feelings. Let me take you back a bit. 60% of all illnesses worldwide are actually caused by stress, basically. And we're losing one person every 40 seconds that we're speaking because of suicide. Proving mental illness is really, really serious and a priority. Currently, we have more than 264 million people suffering from depression, and 85% of them are women, me included. Due to COVID-19 alone, we have had more than 25,000 cases of suicide as an increase on top of those people who are dying before. But still, we don't value mental illnesses and mental health. This is why I'm bringing a digital platform, which is a safe place for people to actually express their emotion, receive mental guidance and emotional support for them to focus on productivity and have better lives. I'm sure you're wondering what my innovation is, eh? I'm bringing a mobile application that people can anonymously share what they mind. It's a cloud storage for people to store their stress, actually. Have emotional support and get psychotherapy support at an affordable price rather than those we have in clinics. By just having clarity in our communities, we're going to make a less number of suicide rates globally. We're going to promote open communication for people with stress and mental illnesses to freely express themselves without fear, increase community well-being, and lower stigma around mental illnesses. Actually, we're targeting the market of Tanzania as of now to operate with our mobile application, which has about 4 million internet users, smartphone users, who are all youth. And we're expecting to get our revenues from lifetime subscription packages offered to our users, which will benefit their well-being, and also we'll be providing subscription packages as business to business for companies and organizations to help their employees. Everyone is stressed there. You should value your employees or teammate. So I'll also be providing that service. What support we need and what are our next steps? So after we win this fund, that is, I believe we will, we're going to use the money to actually register, have prototype, and also build our
Time,
mobile
Doreen.
application. Well, thank you, and I hope you value mental health.
Great. Thank you for the pitch. And I think one thing we can all agree is mental health is a serious issue. I have two questions. One, what are people exactly paying for, right? How is this different from social media accounts like Facebook or Twitter where they post their stress? That's one. Two, how do you vet the people who are coming to that platform? Because there are those people who, they're also stressed, so when they see you posting your things, then they add to your stress with their negativity. So how do you ensure that doesn't happen?
Thank you. I actually had a really long thought on that.
You want to go first?
No, proceed.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So clarity is different from social medias because while you post your stress on social media and you have people telling you like, kajiue, who cares? In clarity, you actually get psychotherapy help, and not everyone can actually give you, that comfort. So people are actually paying for that psychotherapy sessions, and you can have it anytime because depression is not something that hits you during the day when you're laughing with your friend. Rather, when you are alone at night, about to switch off that light, that when it hits you, like, dude, I'm here. I was waiting for you. Yeah, so that's actually what we are providing for people. That anytime, anywhere, kind of service where you can get psychotherapy help and relieve yourself from stress is our biggest value to our customers.
I really like your idea, and I like that you're coming from a place really deep within you. If I was coming to your platform for help, I would want to know who's giving me help. So I'd like to suggest that you look at partnering with universities that have medical colleges, that have students that are in their 3rd and 4th year, that need practical training and practice as a way to provide that medical help for me. Because I don't just want to come to Given for help, right? I want to come to somebody who's professional. So I think there's several ways you could look at providing not just a platform for university students to get PT, which fulfills the PT requirement, but also to provide a professional service to your customers. And I think you have something when it comes to wellness. There's a lot of companies doing wellness at the moment, but if you think about could they offer it on your platform to areas that are maybe not Dar es Salaam or Arusha based, but still have some sort of connectivity. So well done. I think you're going in the right direction.
Thank you so much.
you,
I'll work
Catherine.
on it.
Okay, Eric, you're up next. Judges, let's remember it's 2 minutes for questions and answers. Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Siwango. I come here from Arusha, and I am the founder of Cycle Financing Portal. In Cycle Financing Portal, we want to bring investors and small and medium-sized enterprises together to exchange funds. So I know among us, there is that one person who came to you at some point seeking for an assistance in terms of capital financing so that they can start their small businesses. And actually you ask them, maybe like, why didn't you go to the banks? So before I proceed, I'll tell you why later. 95% of all enterprises in Tanzania are small, medium-sized enterprises. And these contribute to about 35% to the gross domestic product. But you would ask why do they not survive? Like, they're here with us, but they don't survive. They operate, their core problem is access to capital financing. And this is because they like collateral. Sometimes it is too much bureaucracy, but also lack of tailored products. Because most of these SMEs, they operate in small units. So Cycle Financing Portal brings you something of different that has never been in operation in Tanzania, or even I can say in the whole of East Africa. It is opening up a new niche that is peer-to-peer lending or a person-to-person lending that I was explaining earlier when I started. So we want to impact women actually. Why? Because women in Tanzania own about 54% of all enterprises in Tanzania. So they're the ones who are suffering to this core problem of access to capital financing, but also address the issue of financial inclusion and increase the level of output in economic growth and economic development. We are looking forward to address the market starting here in Arusha, SMEs in Arusha, a growing city in tourism, but also measure up to all regions in Tanzania and meet about 3 million enterprises worth USD $150 million. Now, in Cycle Financing Portal, we intend to raise our revenue through commission fees that will be charging on the repayment to our investors, but also subscription fees to our lenders and borrowers. We are asking for the 5 million seed funding because we want first to undertake a market research that will lead us to get what are actually other problems that are facing SMEs not to access the capital financing apart from the mainstream financial institution, but also create a website and app development that will customize the user experience of our customers in terms of lenders and borrowers, and also do registration or propose this type of business here in Tanzania.
Time.
Thank you. I'm the founder of Cycle Financing Portal. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, founder of the founding portal.
Cycle Financing Portal.
Cycle Financing Portal.
Yep.
Great. Now, I have a few questions.
Yep.
So if I understand this correctly, I put my money in, you take it, you give it to another peer.
Yeah, actually, it's not me. It's you who will be investing the money in the portal.
Well, yeah, but I'm giving it to your platform, then you're giving it to another person, yeah?
A person of your interest.
Okay, the reason why I'm asking that, because even if they are a person of my interest, what happens when I don't get my money back?
So actually, you are trying to wonder, how are we minimizing the risk of debts in terms of your investment? First, in Cycle Financing Portal, we'll be diversifying your units to various small SMEs so that you don't lose all your money. And if it occurs a certain person defaults from the loan, you actually get a return from other SMEs who actually will be returning that money to you. So the coverage will be actually the ones who didn't pay back your loan, but there is interest from other borrowers who will be giving back to you. So that's how we can do it. But also, we are trying to address the established SMEs ambazo tayari zimekuwa zikifanya biashara. Kwa hawa watu ambao tutakuwa tunawaingiza kwenye Cycle Financing Portal, ni watu ambao tayari wamekuwa credible, and actually numbers don't lie. And mimi in the background of finance, and we have been doing the risk assessment, and I want to use my knowledge in terms of
Yeah, I get that, but the main question remains, I've put my money in, right? How do I get it back? Because in the end of the day, for most part, I don't care what happens in the background.
Okay.
I've put in 20,000 TZS. How do you ensure that I get my money back regardless of what happens?
The businesses that will be in Cycle Financing Portal will be credible because we'll be grading them, and you'll know that this is a high-risk business, and then if you want to invest, it's upon you. But we'll also be showing you the performing business, and they're credible.
Okay, so just one last thing. So if I invest, it's 100% up to me to incur the loss if my money doesn't come back.
Per our financial advice to you.
Not so clear.
Okay, can I elaborate it in Swahili?
Like in very few seconds because your time is done.
So kwenye hii platform ni wewe unakuja kuinvest kwa kuitazama biashara ambayo it is of your interest. Sawa. Lakini swali ambalo utakao jiuliza, je, huyu mtu atalipa? Sisi ndo tunachukua hiyo dhamana ya kufuatilia huu mkopo ambao umempa huyu mtu na kurejeshea faida wewe. And in terms of labda ikatokea a default, tutakuwa tumekushauri kwamba mfano una shilingi milioni 5, don't invest moja kwa moja kwenye hii biashara ambayo ni moja. Unaweza ukainvest kwenye biashara tofauti tofauti. Ikitokea hii biashara moja imeshindwa kulipa, kuna zile faida ambazo umepata sehemu nyingine zita cover the loss ambayo umeweka kwenye biashara moja. Lakini pia kitu kingine, sasa hivi tuna debt insurance. So as CFP sisi tutakuwa tuna the cost wherever kutakuwa kuna default ya yule borrower ambaye wewe umeinvest.
Mimi bado napata, si ndio?
Time.
Yeah, wewe bado unapata.
Time. Yeah. Thank you, Eric. Linda, you're next.
Good afternoon. My name is Linda Hamisi Kakolwar, founder of Community Impact Microfinance. And what I do is provide loans to smallholder rice farmers in Usa River. So a fun fact, I was born and raised in Usa River, and my dad was a smallholder rice farmer. But luckily for him, he got a loan. He is only 19% of people, of smallholder rice farmers who get loans. And in that 19%, only 8% are women. Ironically, in the sub-Saharan Africa, women participate more in agriculture. Why can't they access loans, the smallholder rice farmers in Usa River? First, the interest is high. Second, they have insufficient collateral. And third, the length in the loaning process. As we know, like, if you have collateral, you'll take like 1 month to 2 months to access the loan. What about this smallholder farmer who doesn't have collateral? So what will I do? What will SIM do to help these people access loans? First, I will provide free collateral loans in groups, in solidarity groups, and also I will be providing, and these loans will be provided either online or physically near their farming premises. And also, I'll be providing loan of inputs, either as seeds or fertilizers. And also, I will be providing loans of funds because they'll be using the app. And some people, funds, and the app, a reminder, the app is an USSD app, and so it can be accessed offline and doesn't require for you to have internet bundle. And also, I'll be providing trainings on good agricultural practices, because what limits these farmers not excel in their production is that they participate, farming locally. So I will provide trainings on good agricultural practices, and also I will train them on financial management, because I will teach them how to manage their finances well, and also I will create market links and train them on marketing. So why am I different from other microfinances? First, I have the app, SIM Farm Care app, which is USSD, can be accessed offline. And also, this app provides farming consultations, and also the farmers will get back messages on like facts about agriculture, specifically farming of rice. And also, my center will be located near the farming premises, so they can easily access consultation and the loans. And also, my loans are free collateral, as I said, and the collateral, and the interest is low, 77% only. How will I impact lives by this idea? First, I will improve the life standards of people of Usa River, where I belong, and also I will reduce the rate of youth unemployment.
Okay. It's a nice solution. I'll just ask one question. Where do you get your money to give these people?
From the seed fund that I'll receive from DOT, and also through my savings. I have savings, and also I will do fundraisings.
Okay. The other thing is, you said it's collateral free. I know I only said one question,
Yeah.
but you had also said it's collateral free. That's a bit risky. If you win, say, 5 million here and you give it, how do you ensure you get it back?
Okay. So The loans will be provided in solidarity groups, not by one person. They'll be provided in solidarity groups. And before giving the loans, I will train them on financial management. I'll train them on marketing and good agricultural practices. And I'll be monitoring the loans, because in my team, I'll also include a loan officer. Have I answered your question?
Eshe, you're next.
Yeah.
Sorry. She's ready.
Thank you. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eshe Mohammed, and I'm from Zanzibar, the founder of DN Halisi Enterprise. We produce dustless chalk for the betterment of teachers and student health. DN Halisi prioritizing the quality of education by solving the problems facing teachers and the students. Do you know that 8% of teachers in Zanzibar use important chalk, and 65% of those teachers claiming that those chalks are unhealthy and of poor quality, and 75% of some of them are suffering from respiratory illness. So now, DN Halisi presenting to you affordable premium standard dustless chalk that are of better quality and quantity that will meet the demand and requirement of their customers. And that too will enhance the domestic production. They are different from those that are existing ones because ours are clean, life-saving, environmental friendly, and affordable price. We intend to create the impact in the community that will provide the employment opportunity to the youth in the community, providing better health to the students and their teachers so they can improve their learning environment and facilities. Also, by saving huge costs that the private school and government school use to buy chalk annually. Our market opportunity intend to cover 103 schools in small scale and large scale at 410 schools in whole Unguja and Pemba. Our revenue will be in terms of retail and wholesale through selling those chalks, and white chalks and colored chalk will have a different price. It will be business to business, customer and business to business model of business. Our team here, I'm founder of DN Halisi Enterprise. I have my co-founder, that's Hashim Bilal, and we work forward to work with production team and finance manager. We need 5 million for seed funding to follow all legal business formalities, market research, prototyping, production, and launch our business finally. So our first priority will be quality education for the betterment of teachers and students for the sustainable development. Thank you.
Hongera sana Aishi.
Asante sana.
So what I'm trying to figure out, right? One, it's a great way to approach so many things at the same time. You mentioned youth unemployment, you mentioned the education system, you mentioned health. There's a lot in one. One of the things that I'm aware of, there are quite a few young people who have started the same kind of venture. How do you plan to differentiate yourself and still, because you're still tackling the same market they are? So what So how do you differentiate yourself so that you can stand out?
Oh, because I have personal attraction, I have personal contact with this, because I'm a girl and I have been suffering from this, because in Zanzibar, teacher don't provide proper notes for us. That's because there is fear from those dads. So I could not reach where I want. I wanted to be a doctor, but here I am in Tanzania. So I want provide quality tools, quality learning and facilities and favorable environment for them to work their best. You know, when you want to be a teacher, someone told you, "Nenda kacheze mavumbi." So it's something like teachers should be valuable. They create us, they create doctors, engineers, and they create all of us right here. So.
Great. Great. I think first I admire your passion and drive. I think it's really excellent. And you should hold on to it because in the journey of entrepreneurship, sometimes it's all you have. So you should hold on to that.
Thank
you. The second thing is what she asked. You have a very pure intention to solve this problem. But when these people are trying to buy chalks, they're not buying from the person who has the most purest intention, right? And that's what she was trying to ask. She wasn't necessarily questioning why you're motivated to do this. She was thinking from the angle of teachers. Why would they come to you and not other people who are also providing dustless chalks?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me take a great example in Tanzania. I hope we all know Bahresa.
Yeah.
One day on his interview said, 1 times 100, it's 100. And 100 times 1, it's 100. But in business, it's different. So if I have pure heart to help those teachers and help those students out there to reach their dream, so even if I get from each box of chalk, even a 100 shillings, I'll be certified and God will bless me.
Okay, time is up. Okay, Glory, you're next. And it's good that now you are in DOT to be able to pursue your career and create an employment for yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Glory Jared, and I'm a founder of More Life Dairy Products. Well, Tanzania has the 3rd largest population of livestock in Africa. So this means that the dairy industry is an important subsector to the national economy, providing employment, nutrition, and health. Also household income. Also, it's a pathway that will help women out of poverty since they are involved directly with milk production. Well, small-scale cattle keepers and pastoral women in Hanang district are struggling to connect with customers due to poor package of their products that expose them. Their products are exposed to contamination and also lack of storage that leads to the milk to spoil. Therefore, More Life's objective is to help these women by providing them with a market for their products and also to provide safe, nutritious dairy products to the community. Therefore, our solution is we'll contract these women, educate them on dairy production and hygiene, buy milk from them, process the milk to fresh milk, yogurt, and ghee. And through these activities, we'll be able to bring economic liberation to women in Hanang district, increase rural income through employment, and also provide safe, healthy, and affordable dairy products. Our market will be mothers who are struggling to find safe and affordable dairy products. We'll be able to generate our income through direct sale of our products and also sales through wholesale to retail distributors. The support that we need to launch our initiative is we need equipment and packaging materials and also training. We also need support from SIDO and the National Dairy Board in Tanzania. Thank you.
Right on time. Don't go.
Thank you so much, Glory. I really like what you're doing, and I think it's important. If you get the 5 million, what's the first thing you will do?
I will establish a milk collection center, also buy the processing machineries, and packaging materials.
Okay, so there's a lot of models that are currently working like yours in other parts, not in Hanang. I would like to suggest that you Google them for Tanzania, and maybe after I can connect you with some people who might share some case studies with you to help you figure out your starting point.
Great. I think it's a great thing you're doing. It's easy to see it working. The only thing I would say is, how are you planning to control yourself so that you don't buy so much than you can put out in the early days?
First, I'll contract a few women for the prototyping. Then I'll see the project as it goes, the progress of the project.
So my question is, before I get kicked out, I'm trying to understand how you make money. So you're buying milk from these women, from the pastoralists. You're packaging them, then you're selling them. Yes. Do you have a revenue share model? And then where will you get money to buy the milk? So I'm trying to understand how you make money.
I'll make money from sales of the product that have been produced, that fresh milk, yogurt, and ghee. That's how I'll make money. Then,
Go ahead.
Then I'll sell. There'll be two streams, like direct sales to customers and also through distribution channels.
So you raise money, buy the milk from the ladies, yes, right? And then you keep it, you mark up. So the money that you're making is from the markup.
The markup.
So kama umenunua maziwa kwa shilingi 500, wewe unauza kwa shilingi 800.
Yes.
So ile 300 ndo hela yako wewe.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. You're walking off the stage with a connection over there. Lightness, your turn.
I need help.
It's peer to peer. See? They're assisting each other. That's the way to go.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lightness J. Walter, a co-founder of Africa's Art Center, and we are creating art for environmental conservation. What if I told you 4,600 of solid waste are generated in Dar es Salaam only per day? And this has been a big problem in our community since it affects the people's health and environment in general. And also, in our society, art has been taken as a leisure and not a serious career goal. And Africans, we want to connect the art with the environmental conversation by creating a physical artistic objects made with the solid waste in order to convert the environment. And also, we'll be promoting the art training and education and skills to the youth, especially girls, in order to make them to increase the value of art. Africa is keeping effort of conserving the environment through art creation in a way of handcrafted skills and visual art skills in the process of recycling, remodeling, and art creation. By doing that, we'll be conserving the environment as well as increasing the value of art within our community and providing the employment and skills to the youth, especially girls, on how they can employ themselves and how they can live and make through art field. And also we'll improve the economic standard of the people within our environment. Our targeted customers are foreigners and local artists. And in Tanzania, there are 1.6 million targeted customer in the tourist industry. We are expecting to get revenue from our project through selling the art pieces to the customer, as well as online art gallery and conducting some art exhibitions, fashion shows, and workshops, which will provide the experience and giving the opportunity to the youth to practice and enjoy the art field. We are asking for a fund of 5 million, special for registration, marketing research, and buying tools and materials which they can help us in producing the art field and also training. Apart from funding, we're asking for partnership, team training, and mentorship in order to bring our idea into the life. Thank you.
Great. I think, what is it? What do you think is the biggest challenge you're going to face?
The biggest challenge we are going to face in terms of environment is to make our society to understand and get and take a waste as an opportunity in producing something out of the waste, and it can make money from waste.
Okay, I get that part. The other question is, utakapoenda kuanza, what do you think wewe kama wewe ndio changamoto kubwa utakayoipata?
I'll base in I feel that I'm a girl first, and in my society, girls has been taken that they are not the one that should practice art. For example, for my case, I have a Bachelor of Art and Design, and at the time I was chosen to join in the university to start the art and design course, my family doesn't agree with me to go and start because I'm a girl. So I'll try to create awareness to the society that even girls, they have a right to participate and get engaged in anything that they like and they dream to do in their lives.
Okay.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Africast
Thank you.
Art Center. Okay, so my comment, I've got more of a comment than anything else. So when it comes to the creative arts economy space in the country, we have a space that is still quite young, and there's a lot of research that is being done by different organizations like Unleashed Academy with regards to with regards to how we can change and transform the space. The biggest issue that you might face is the business model. We have a lot of people that go into the art space wanting to transform the space, wanting to use creativity, kufanya mambo mazuri, na afu naishia kulala hoi. Right? Inabidi tufikirie kwenye upande wa biashara, tunafanyaje biashara ili kuhakikisha kwamba tunakuza Africast, na wewe mwenyewe at least baada ya miaka 10 unaweza kuangalia kusema fadhali nimeingia huku. So mimi naomba tuzungumze baadaye. I'd love to talk about your business model and how we can really expand that.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anastasia Newman, and I'm a founder of Toroka Women Clinic, Safer Than Home. Women struggling with mental health is unbelievably common. Meet Manka, she's my sister. She's struggling with mental health because of violence. And as a matter of fact, she's 2 out of 5 women who struggle with violence in Tanzania. Development of technology and social media, we have the image of these perfect women in internet who makes all of us insecure with our body and everything about us. So what can we do to help Manka, my sister, and us? Is to provide a space, Toroka Women Clinic. A clinic, a safe place for mental health awareness and physical care. Out of 41% of women struggle with this problem and they're not speaking about it. And we have to talk about it right now. Right now, we have to talk about this. We believe after my sister passed through our clinic program, she'll be able to smile again and be confident. And also it will help us to combat suicide, which right now, 800,000 people die because of it. That is mtu mmoja kila baada ya sekunde 40. We believe through our training and sessions, the society will learn about mental health and will be more aware, accepting, and supportive to people with mental health problems. Our revenue model will be through clinic, through events which will be held about mental health, and through online sessions. My team, I am co-founder, and I'm planning to hire psychologists, specialists in health, specialists in natural care, and a fitness person to help me in awareness, to help me training and to provide awareness about mental health. The support I need is partnership with other organizations which deals with the women who pass through hardship in life, as well as publicity of this event Toroka, and TV and radio programs, so that a lot of Tanzanians, a lot of people, they will be aware about mental health problems. Thank you.
Thank you, Anastasia. Is it an online platform or a physical space?
No, this is a clinic, and at first it will
no,
be...
that's okay. Are you based in Dar?
No. At first it will be based in Kilimanjaro.
Where are you based? Where are you based?
Kilimanjaro.
Okay. Can we exchange numbers later? I introduce you to someone for what you asked for?
Yeah, sure.
Great. I think mental health is something that really needs to be spoken about, and I'm glad you are doing exactly that. Just a comment. One thing you'll want to think about, apart from the immediate needs like the physical space or partners, is really the presentation of the message around mental health, so that people can be okay to talk about it. Because wengine wanaogopa wataonekana vichaa, wataonekana wajielewi. So getting people on board is for most part about positioning yourself, and positioning mental health is something that people can come to you about and not feel awkward about it. So I think that's one of the biggest challenges, and it would help you to think about the messaging for the center, so that it can be easy for people to come.
Yes, that's why we have Toroka event.
Okay.
Yeah, ambazo wanawake watakuwa wanakuja na tutakuwa tunaelimisha, na ndio maana pia tuna TV and radio programs ambazo tutakuwa tunafikia watu wengi kuwafundisha kuhusu mental health.
Sawa. Okay.
Ningependa tu kuongezea kidogo hapo uliposema. Mimi maybe in terms of branding, which is really important, right? Maybe with regards to even how you're going to approach it, it could be creating it in such a way that mimi kama mwanamke nitataka kuja. Kama ulivyosema kwamba mtu ukisema sometimes, I'm not saying anything against the name. I want to go to a place where I feel empowered, where I feel loved, where I feel beautiful. I don't want to go to a place where I feel like I'm running.
Okay.
Like I'm running or I'm hiding or I'm getting lost. Then, watu wengine ukisema milembe.
Time.
Yani, when it comes to branding, it's something that we could also discuss, because it's really important, especially for something like this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anastasia. Just follow her. Alfredo, you're up next.
Wow. Hi, everyone. My name is Alfredo Pio. I'm the CEO and founder at Kano Africa. Well, I would have said meet Timothy, but since it's not showing on the screens, I'll just introduce you to Timothy. So Timothy is a 5-year-old boy from Kasokoso slums in Kampala. This boy is bewitched. Yeah, you say amerogwa. At least according to his mother. Because that's what she told us when we met her 2 months ago. She believed this because her child was in school but wasn't learning. Why? The kid had been in school for 3 years but could not read, not even write. We met Timothy and introduced something to him. There is a video, but we are not going to play it because of technological issues. But basically, what happened is that the mother got so amused when the kid was able to read and write in just 3 weeks after using the Kano system. And I'll tell you why. At the Kano offices, we have a curriculum development department which takes on the national curriculum of any African country. We have tested this in Uganda. We then blend it with the STEM curriculum and the British national curriculum to have better brain stimulation of our children. Now, I just want you to think for a second with me here. Think about the 10 million children in primary in Tanzania who are struggling to cross to secondary school simply because they've been learning in Swahili and now they're going to go to English in secondary school. There's a bit of a problem. And as a result, 5 million children in Tanzania alone fail to transition to secondary school. We think the Kano system, which is currently at 65% after 2 months of launching, will be able to break that barrier for the children in East Africa. We are targeting a niche market right now of $29 million in Uganda alone. And we shall be making money by charging about 38,000 in private schools per week, 100,000 shillings for our B2B customers, schools plugged into the system across the East African community. We currently have 126 B2C parents on the platform, 3 B2B customers, schools, and once we commercialize this product, we shall be able to generate about 287 million.
Time.
Wow.
Yes. Judith Young!
Thank you. All right.
You're good to go.
Wow.
Judith.
Is it evening? Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Judith Biribonwa. I'm a mechanical engineer from Uganda, and I'm passionate about product design and development, as well as the use of technological solutions to solve everyday problems. Where I come from in Uganda, I have a friend called Steven. We went to school together. He was so good in school. But after university, when he couldn't secure a good job in a corporate company, after trying so many times, he lost hope and he was forced to go into drugs and alcohol abuse. And there are so many stories like that in Uganda, and I think it's the same in Africa as a whole. And it's against such a background that the company that I founded called Curious Minds was birthed. The problems we solve lack of practical STEM skills, a negative attitude towards STEM subjects, and the fact that usually education does not translate into employment in Africa. The negative attitude is actually, there is evidence of that negative attitude because according to African Development Bank, only 25% of graduates are on the STEM side. So Curious Mind solves this challenge by building learning tools from locally available materials that stimulate children from a very young age, like from the age of 4 to 10 years, to be able to develop ability to think critically, to solve problems in society. And also, when they solve these problems, the tools used can be sold to contribute to the economy as well as earn a living. So this system works by me collaborating with teachers because I believe they understand the learning system most. I collaborate with the teachers to come up with the best design of the tools that are applicable and the students can relate with. I also am partnering with Uganda Industrial Research Institute because it has all the equipment that I need to do my work. The market size, for the start, I'm looking at the Ugandan, first of all, the area around Kampala. It's called Kampala Metropolitan Area. And then after, I plan to expand in the coming years to the to finish Uganda and the whole of Africa. I plan to make sales money by selling this equipment to schools and also organizing science exhibitions from which I can earn. I'm able to beat my competitors because my items are affordable, they are environmentally friendly, they are also relatable to the children because we engage the teachers in the process of making them.
It is time, unfortunately. Ladies and gents, from education, agriculture, tourism, you name it. We came, we delivered, we conquer, and it's a wrap. Thank you. Oh, yes. So we came, we delivered, we conquered, and the winners are going to be announced tonight. Congratulations, and I wish you all the luck. Thank you. Woo-hoo!
Receive our sincere apologies for pressuring the last few speakers. Hello. Receive our sincere apologies for pressuring the last few speakers, but we had a time to work with, and it turns out that your organizers decided to allocate 5 minutes to each speaker, yet there were 12 speakers. The 1 hour would have been exhausted before you finish. But you've done justice to your presentation, and I'm praying for the last 3 speakers who are rushed. I'm interceding for you, and God listens to my prayers. You shall win. Now, I would have gone through a process of splitting this group into 3, but unfortunately we don't have time. So I'm going to request you all to just make a decision about where you'll go based on the sessions that are taking place. If you notice the table on your program on page 10, there's a session called Multifaceted Conversation, a very interesting conversation about the future. And it will be looking at courts of the future, where courts means the judiciary of the future, skills of the future, and innovation and technology for the future. This meeting will be taking place in room 2304 on 2nd floor. It is the appellate court. 2304 appellate court. So if you're interested in that session, that's where you're going to. GIZ is hosting a digital skills and innovation session featuring Senate East Africa young professionals. That group is going to be meeting here at the main hall. And then that conversation is going to be hosted by Solomon Seruanja. The last session is opportunities for youth in SCFTA, unpacking AFCFTA and prospects for youth engagement. This session is going to be held at 1303 on first floor. 1303 on first floor, everything has been set up there. You'll find your facilitators there. So make your way from this room and go directly there so that you can finish quickly and get onto a bus and go to the hotel and do your Instagram ready makeup. If you get late, don't blame nobody for your problems. Are we together? Can I repeat? The session 1, multifaceted, 2304. Session 2, digital skills, main hall. Session 3, opportunities, 1303. When you finish, please, whoever is moderating the sessions, please keep time. We have started slightly late. You were supposed to have 1 hour. So this means this program is going to end at 5:30. When it ends, I beseech you, please, don't extend because you're wearing uniform today for a reason. ULEAD has a habit of taking pictures that are extremely animated in uniform. So it will be happening today at 5:30. Where, Barbara? In here? In here. So everybody leaves their meeting room and comes back in here at 5:30. If your moderator is not being sensible to stop the meeting, depart. I've given you permission to rebel. And come back here. It's good. It's joining virtually. No, you have 1 hour. Whatever you need to do, I say to do. Yes, yes, yes.